Tonight's headlines: the Philippines and the United States sign environment protection deal. Philippine Airlines employees layoff scene. Senate and House ratify proposed create law. Coronavirus cases in the country at 530,118. Vaccine hesitancy due to disinformation. Amihan to bring rains over Southern Tagalog. Profit-taking drags local stock market. And money supply growth slows in December. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, February 3, 2021. I'm Elmer Navarro Manuel, and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. The Philippines and the United States have signed a new 5-year bilateral assistance agreement worth 7.25 billion pesos or $150 million to protect the Philippine environment. In a statement, the U.S. Embassy said through the new U.S. Agency for International Development and the National Economic Development Authority agreement, the Philippines and the U.S. deepen their commitment to protect the environment by promoting sustainable use of natural resources, expanding access to renewable energy, and reducing risk from natural disasters. In partnership with local government units, U.S. aid will implement projects to increase access to clean energy and water, improve natural resource management, and protect the Philippines' landscapes, wildlife, and fisheries. The agreement is among the 4 new U.S. aid Government of Philippines Development Assistance Agreements. The other agreements involve the Department of Health, the Department of Finance, and the Department of Education. Philippine Airlines announced that it is pushing through with the retrenchment of 2,300 employees, or 30% of its total workforce, as part of a comprehensive recovery plan bent on combating the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the airline. The country's flagship carrier said that the company-wide workforce reduction program covers both voluntary separation and involuntary retrenchment. Furthermore, the company assures that the affected personnel will be employed until mid-March 2021 and will continue to receive their salaries and medical benefits until the effective dates of separation. The retrenchment program was communicated to employees as early as October 2020, according to the airline. The Senate and the House of Representatives on Wednesday ratified the measure providing for the government's second package of tax reforms, or the proposed Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises Law. The ratification came after the Bicameral Conference Committee reconciled the disagreeing provisions of the 2 chambers' versions, and the measure is expected to be transmitted to Malacanang for the President's signature. The measure seeks to lower the corporate income tax from 30% to 20% for small and medium corporations, and from 30% to 25% for all other corporations. Small and medium enterprises, as defined in the measure, are those with net taxable income below 5 million pesos and total assets below 100 million pesos. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use, mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan. Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako!
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can you get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets, the pink yung sofa, tapos slides, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget my...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... cancel ko sa Lipa? Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami
Call
mag-deliver.
to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it to centers, pati sa mga parties may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayad.
The Department of Health reported 1,266 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Wednesday to bring the total number of infected in the country to 530,118, even as 7 laboratories failed to submit reports on time. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 487,721 after 130 patients recovered from the respiratory disease. The death toll now stands at 10,942 with 68 fatalities recorded. There are also 31,455 active cases undergoing treatment or quarantine. The OCTA research group, meantime, said there was no surge in infections caused by the holiday season and the Black Nazarene feast last month. Presidential Communications Secretary Martin Andanar on Wednesday said the government has intensified its information drive to persuade Filipinos to get vaccinated against COVID-19. In a statement, Andanar said that different contents for social media and traditional media platforms are being utilized and maximized to inform the Filipinos of the vaccination program. He added that they want to deliver to the public the message that the vaccination program can save lives, revive hopes, and shape the collective future of the nation. Andanar issued a statement after Senate President Vicente Soto III urged the government on Tuesday to carry out a nationwide information dissemination campaign that puts emphasis on the advantages of inoculation and the health risk of not getting the vaccine. State Weather Bureau Pagasa on Wednesday announced that the northeast monsoon is expected to bring cloudy skies with rains over the provinces of Aurora and Quezon, the Bicol region, and the Samar provinces. In this 24-hour forecast, the weather agency warned affected residents of possible flash floods or landslides during moderate with at times heavy rains. The monsoon is also likely to bring cloudy skies with light rains over the Cagayan Valley, Caraga, and the provinces of Apayao, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Ifugao, Oriental Mindoro, Marinduque, and Romblon. Meanwhile, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rains will prevail over Metro Manila and the rest of the country due to the northeast monsoon, and the Weather Bureau said that it has no significant impact on the affected areas. We'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
This is a very important story. The important story.
Pictures and stories.
Today, we feel the weight of history on our shoulders. The way we have been moving leads nowhere. We need to change course.
Since the United Nations was founded, the human race has never had to face a set of challenges like we do right now. But together, we can overcome them.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.
In business, share prices on the Philippine Stock Exchange closed in the red on Wednesday as investors pocketed gains from previous sessions. The benchmark PSEI shed 8.42 points or 0.12% to 6,859.46 at the closing bell. The broader all shares lost 0.91 points or 0.2% to 4,143.26. AAA Equities Head of Research Chris Mamgun said that the PSEI ended slightly lower, mainly flat, as investors took some profits from the rally that they saw at the beginning of the week. More than 40.57 billion shares, valued at 9.57 billion pesos, changed hands. Decliners led advancers 110 to 106, and 44 issues were unchanged. And the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas on Wednesday said that money supply continued to grow in December, albeit at a slower pace than the previous month, given the drop in bank lending during the period. Preliminary data released by the central bank show that domestic liquidity expanded by 9.5% year-on-year to 14.207 trillion pesos in December, slower than the 10.5% growth in November with 13.678 trillion pesos, but still higher than the 12.976 trillion pesos in December 2019. The BSP cited tepid bank lending activity in December as domestic claims only grew by 4.7% year-on-year in December versus 6.7% in November, with loans for production activities eased, specifically for trade, motor vehicle repairs, manufacturing, and financial activities. Consumer lending likewise expanded at a slower rate due to the slowdown in credit card loans, motor vehicle loans, and salary-based consumption loans, while net claims on the central government rose 31.8% in December due partly to sustained borrowings by the national government. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition and Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive. It's Community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Parsuti emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store on Viber and search for Katribu.